Let's talk about slide number 6. So we're now on the conclusion slides where you want to bring everything together and make some connections. So what you want to do in this conclusion slide is you're going to reiterate or re-emphasize after you've done slides 4 and 5 what your best fit model for foxes was. And when you say your because, you have to use mathematical explanation using vocabulary and make sure that you're highlighting your vocabulary words. You're going to go ahead and restate what was your best fit model and give a brief reason why. And then comes the connection back to the hypothesis that you made on slide number 2. So you came up with a hypothesis. Now you're going to bring it back. So after your math analysis, right, after you've done this analysis from slides 3 to 5, you did a bit of investigation on Desmos. You're going to bring it back and tell us, so was your hypothesis correct or incorrect? And why? And you want to explain. So if you're saying it's correct or incorrect, you need to bring math into this. You need to explain, well, what about the function that you studied made it correct or incorrect? What properties about the function made it true? That's for this part. So when you bring back in your hypothesis. So what do you know? And it has a lot to do with trigonometric functions, the fact that they're periodic, they repeat, things like that. So you want to make sure you bring that math vocabulary in. Then you want to again restate why scientists should or should not be concerned. So what is the final answer after your inquiry during this artifact? Lastly, and a big special part of this artifact is connecting this to the real world. So you can apply this to the real world because, so here, I want you to bring back knowledge of what you know behaves like a trig function in real life. For example, sine and cosine waves. There's a lot of stuff in physics that you learned before. If you forgot some of the physics, what I do is Google it. So, for example, you could do waves, you could do heart rate monitors. There's many things in the real world that have waves in it, and I want you to make that connection and make it a meaningful connection. So, how does that connection relate to you? Like I said, you could easily open up and Google waves in the real world, choose one that catches your interest, and make a connection. You could also make a connection to stuff you've learned in physics class as well. It'll be great to bring that into your CSP presentation as a cross class connection. All right, so here's your last slide.